Hi everybody, it's Amy. I'm going to do an overview video for the Altered Self-Portrait project. This is a really fun assignment and I think you're really going to like this. At the end, we're going to take them and laminate them and we're going to put them on our sketchbooks on the cover. So in this assignment, you're going to create a two-dimensional altered self-portrait from a photo that you've taken or we've taken in class of yourself. And you need to include some personal meaning. So you're going to focus on strong composition skills for your work. You can use collage methods or choice dry materials. We're not going to paint in this project. Okay, we're just going to be using a variety of different choice dry materials like colored pencil or marker, regular pencil, drawing pencils, chalk, pastels. I do have oil pastels too, so you get a lot of choice in this. You are also going to be adding a word or phrase that describes you in your altered self-portrait. So you're going to be adding that in there. Right here on the screen, you'll see that there's materials. So we're going to be using a sketchbook page. And then the other materials I just talked about there. The size, it has to fit on your sketchbook page. It can't go off the page. So it also has to be flat. It can't be like a three-dimensional form. I want you to consider strong composition for your work. So this link right here that says Composition Basics, I would like everybody to take a good look at it. We'll review it in class, but it's here. And it is the basics of understanding composition. And it's not just for photographers, but it's for any artist. So we'll take a look at that in class. Let's see here. I'm going to move myself over if I can. There we go. All right, I'm going to go back to the assignment. This one's Module 0 assignment 2, by the way. All right, so you're going to be altering an existing photo and using materials that appeal to you. So the main idea is, who are you? Who are you and what materials are you drawn to in the art room? What word or phrase describes you? And how can you represent yourself in an altered version, like of a photograph? There are some art history connections that we're going to talk about. There's a link here to 10 Masters of Self-Portrait. You can explore that. And then there's a brief history of self-portraiture that's quite interesting. We'll talk about that in class too. And this video will be added right here. So, learning objectives. Students are going to be able to create an altered self-portrait with personal meaning using choice dry materials while focusing on strong composition. So that's our objective here. And to make something really cool to put on your sketchbook, okay? For the assessment or grading, where there's a formative part and there's a summative part. The standards will be making and investigating, and then reflecting, perceiving, and conveying meaning. So those are here in the OneNote. And the driving questions are basically, who am I? And how can I represent myself in an altered form or format? How am I perceived? And how do others perceive me? So those are things that you should be thinking about. There's some great resources here for you to use in the assignment resources. So there's some websites and links. Some of those are within the OneNote and some of those go outside of the OneNote. So there are also some videos that you can take a look at that talk about and show you examples of the elements of art and the principles of design. So feel free to watch those. Some of them are kind of funny, some of them are kind of goofy, but they're really informative. So the most important part of this assignment, besides you making your work, is actually looking at examples of what other people have done. And I found these on the internet and I think they're really fabulous. So you can see that there are many different examples. Some of them are a little painterly, some of them have pastels, but they have backgrounds, they have other objects, they have words written on them. A lot of them don't have words, but you will be doing a word or a phrase that has personal meaning. And you're going to be drawing or cutting and pasting or collaging with the photo that I'm printing out for you in class. You do not have to print your photo. I'm going to print it for you. I mean, if you really want to print your own, that's okay. It's optional. But you can see some of these really fabulous, amazing self-portraits that really bring out someone's idea of themselves. I like the way this one has newspaper and this one here has beautiful flowers and things growing. And I like the way this person's eyes are closed and these flowers are in their hair. So when you're taking your self-portrait, I want you to think about what you might want to do with it. So if you know you want to do something like this, you might want to have your eyes closed in your portrait. You can always, retake your self-portrait if necessary, if your idea changes. This one here, I really like it. Someone has taken a Frida Kahlo painting and then inserted themselves in it in black and white, and her painting is in color. This one's fabulous with the person taking photographs with different, and maybe in different places or different lighting with cool designs in the back. Here's one with collage ideas coming out of someone's head. And then the last three examples are collaged, and I talked about this in class. The middle one, you could even have photographs of your friends or family, and you could use those too. And this one on the right is a surrealist image where they've cut the image in half and inserted maybe a photograph of themselves as they're older, and maybe this is someone that's younger. I don't know. I don't know if it's probably not a self-portrait. It's probably just someone has done it. Anyway, so those are some really great ideas. Please look at those ideas to help you with this project. So when you're thinking about planning your project, you can use this formative part. I always include a formative aspect to your assignment. This one is not graded and this one is not required. I'm moving myself around here. So this will just help those of you who really need a place to put your ideas, okay? Optional for this one. So there's 5 questions, and then here's where your responses go. And if you need me to give you comments on it, let me know. Hey, can you look in my OneNote, and we can talk about ideas, and I can put comments here. You probably should let me know. Send me a Teams message with a link. Say, hey, I did this, and what do you think of it? So that might help you brainstorm. And some of you are like, I'm ready. I'm just ready to start. So here are the assignment steps. Get your selfie or have someone take a photo of you in class or outside of class. You need to add your photo to your altered self-portrait turn-in page, okay? And I've distributed that to you. Let's take a look at that really quick, because the first part's really simple. Take your photo and put it right here. That way I can easily save that and print it for you in class. So you're just going to go Insert, Pictures, and then you'll find your pictures. Let me find my photo. I've got a photo in here somewhere. Here I am. So then there's my photo. I'm just going to put that in there for myself, make sure it's in the right place. There it is. So then I can easily grab that and I'll print it in class. Okay? So that's all you have to do for the beginning part of this assignment. Go back to the assignment page. Then you're going to look at your planning ideas here or in your sketchbook and then start working. Discuss some ideas with others, gather your materials, decide what you want to do. And then when you're completely finished with your collage, don't forget you need to put a word or a phrase that has something to do with you or your, a personal meaning for you. Then you're going to take a good quality photograph and you're going to turn it into the same page that you turned in your altered self-portrait. So here, right here, after you've altered it, you'll take a good photo and you'll put it right there. Then there are some questions that you're going to answer. What materials did you use in your altered self-portrait? Reflect and think about the materials that you used and write those here. What word or phrase did you add to your art and why did you choose it? What is the personal meaning of the word or phrase? So really think about that and add your response. Some people in the past have said, well, can I just record my response and put a recording in? Yes, you can. You can easily do that here in OneNote. So if you need help on how to record yourself in OneNote and put it in there, let me know, but you can totally do that. How do you feel about your final altered self-portrait? So write in here what you think about it. How do you feel about it? And then, like I said before, if you want to audio record, that's fine. You can even record on your phone and drop an MP3 in here. It doesn't matter to me as long as you have something turned in. And then what element of art or principle of design is dominant in your work? And I didn't ask you to tell me why. I just want you to state it. And you should be using this link here and going and taking a look at these elements of art and principles of design. And remember, there's videos here that are in the course resources. They're also in the assignment link here where the fundamentals of art, and I do believe they're at the top here. Let's go up, and here they are. There's also some art vocabulary. So basically that's the assignment, and then there's a place here for my comments. Then I want you to grade yourself. You're being graded on composition, using a strong composition for your artwork. You'll be graded on your meaning. The meaning shows up in your art, in the words or phrase, and in what you're writing about it. And then you'll be graded on your reflection. The reflection is perceiving and analyzing your work And that's these questions right here, 3 through 6. Okay? So basically, you can highlight, where you are on the rubric, and you can also write in your score right here, and then I'll be grading it here also. I will also provide this rubric on paper, and you can grade yourself on paper, and I can grade it on paper, and then I'll be entering that in Synergy. So that's the assignment overview for the altered self-portrait. If you have questions or you need help, please let me know and I can help you with anything that you need. Thanks for watching.